Fireball summer, honeymoon lovers, seeing no colors. Love me all summer, making discovers under your covers.
Pressure, but there's a microphone delay.
Yeah, Hannah, keep working, Hannah. Attack. Be ready on the end of Hannah. Yeah, Ryan. Great job. Yes, Ryan.
Where did it go out of there? They do find an option in the middle. And another. Deep shot, holstered. Round break for the swing. Scuba over the top. Plenty of space. Into the middle now. Shot to the end zone. Nicely done. Calmly run down. And Reading slot in their second break opportunity to go up 3-1.
Yeah, that was beautiful work from Reading. Switching sides and taking up open shots when they were there. You can see that that team is working quite hard on those connections. Guess that's their last tournament before Worlds. Last preparation. So this one counts.
Yeah. I know they've been playing a number of sort of casual scrims against some of the other top UK mixed teams. Mostly Smog and Deep Space.
They won all of them, right?
Don't actually know the results. They've definitely won some of the games. So
it's surprising since Smog is rather highly ranked, and Smog Rising.
Yeah.
Smog and Smog Rising are currently in the top 8 of this division.
Yes.
And Reading is 20th, as I mentioned before.
Yes.
So that.
But Smog have been pretty dominant in the UK for the last few years. So it's encouraging, at least for Reading, if they can get wins in the scrimmage matches against them, even if they aren't competitive tournaments. So another low point for TTT. And the foul is called on the first throw. Run through D attempt by Reading. So we have another look on the replay. Uncontested is the resolution. TTT will maintain possession. Oh, big grab. Stretching out with one hand, getting horizontal. And somehow that disc is not collected despite bouncing out of the hands of two TTT players. Deep shot from Reading. It's hanging, body's underneath it, and it floats over the receiver.
Wind picking up a little bit, and that disc just out of the reach.
A bit of a let off. TTT. They'll find that first under. somehow TTT maintain possession despite that high throw. Trapped on this near sideline though. Hammer over the top. Did find the receiver, but the defender did just enough.
Daring shot. We've seen many hammers this weekend, but not ideal this time. Just good defensive pressure from Reading.
Line pass. No deep continuation, but Reading do find the under. There's the deep shot though. This one hanging once again. Bodies underneath it, and Reading do come down with it. Good read from the receiver. It's another break for Reading.
Nice grab by the Reading receiver. She seemed in control the whole time, just running down that disc. Two defenders streaking behind her, but only this disc was only going to come up in her arms all the way. See that high collection and immediately shoots it deep. Great read there, jumps up, gets that disc early in an angle where a defender could not have gotten that disc.
Yeah, they had the position the whole way. Good shot from Reading. Quite a tight space to throw to, but they made it work.
So 4-1 up now, Reading. Really on a roll.
I also go where the disc is going, right? So if you see where the disc is going left, just stop and
Big pull from Reading. It's sitting above the TTT end zone. Tight defense from Reading. And it does get them a turnover as that disc is way out of bounds.
Probably looked at the other line. There's two lines.
Yeah, it's a
near
bit
each
confusing. But Reading find the swing. And the continuation to the far side. Looking end zone now. They go for a reset first. There's the shot, and it is in. Another break for Reading. TTT just not clicking on offense.
Yeah, that lefty flick just slicing open the break side. Great use of the around shots for Reading, and TTT. There's some unfortunate drops.
Yeah.
They can't really get back into it. It takes them a little too long to switch from O to D, which Reading are exploiting.
Yeah, Reading look pretty on it. There have been a few mistakes from the Reading D-line, but they've never looked like they can't score. They've just been unfortunate errors. Whereas TTT right now look like they're struggling. Reading's defense that last point was stifling.
Nice pull, but out of bounds.
Yeah, big pull attempted again, but this one drifts. TTT from the brick mark. See what they've got.
Oh, what a snack there. Just runs over, and that's another opportunity for a break of Reading, and that was easy.
Way too easy for Reading. Immediate read on the play from the Reading defender, and they convert almost instantly.
Reading are doing such a good job of pushing that horizontal stack into not working for the first and second attempts, and then the third one is just a foot race because she's coming from that far side, and all she can do, what they can do is run towards the disc. A cut doesn't really, there's not much time for a cut.
Yeah.
And this is very predictable for the defender. And then if if it's a foot race and you got a step or two on your defender, you can just run through, as we saw there. And I like how they immediately put it into play and everyone clicks on offense. Beautiful grab there.
Yeah, Reading looking very good right now.
Nice pull.
This one stays in bounds as well, and another close run through the attempt from Reading. TTT safe possession on that swing. Do find it under. Looking for the deep shot. Oh, so close.
Nice grab, laid out in the right time, but just a bit too far out front for her.
Yeah, if the disc had sat up just a little bit more. And there's the deep shot from Reading, sitting out in front. Nicely run down.
Did he drop that?
No, I think there was enough of a catch there. It does say in the rules, in the official annotations of the rules, that clap spikes are a turnover. Explicitly says that, so you do have to be a little bit careful. I've seen some pretty egregious clap spikes over the years that really should be turnovers, but no, I think this one, yeah. It wasn't even a drop. They put it into one hand and then
Dropped it.
Then let go, so yeah. Reading having a wonderful game so far.
So if I had to guess, I'd say TTT took a timeout.
Maybe. I mean, I didn't see it.
Or do you think Reading wants to regroup and then go into half?
Yeah, Reading were like, hey, we haven't used the timeout yet. We should use one. We're going to score the next point, so we have to take it now. Don't want to take it during the point. Mess up our flow.
No, with that flow, they
No.
don't. Yeah, I think if I was a coach or captain of TTT, I would have taken it earlier. Just because the mentality or like in their heads, they didn't seem like they were there yet.
No. Yeah, it's a tough position to be in for TTT. Ever since their first score, nothing they've done has really looked threatening.
Yeah, they really didn't have an option.
No,
All their second looks were closed down by Reading.
The closest they've come is that missed layout grab in the end zone, which wasn't terribly high percentage.
And I don't want to hit someone when they're down, but having that, it wasn't an ideal option either, because there were two offensive players in the same third, the same spot.
Yes.
Which also gives two defensive players an opportunity to get to that disc. So I think they're not connecting.
Yes.
And then taking risks. On the other hand, if that play had worked out and she would have gotten that layout grab, this could have shifted momentum.
That would have been hype.
Yeah.
TTT needs some hype plays right now.
Oh, Hannah, what a play!
They need a clean hold and then some hype plays on defense. Chen with the disc. Overthrows that one.
Reading's opportunity to take it to half.
And I don't think they have any interest in letting this opportunity go. They've looked so confident once they got the disc back this half. So they find the swing to the far side. Back to the middle, high disc, but collected. Up line. It's just overthrown.
Beautiful form of that layout.
Yes, but
Can't quite reel it in.
couldn't quite get there. The TTT with another chance now. Find the up line. Go for the deep shot. It's sitting nicely. Just too far again.
It was a beautiful shot. The player is okay. Oh, she's taken an injury.
Yeah, unfortunate. Hope they're okay. So Reading opting to go for a horizontal stack on this possession. Potentially not happy with how that last vert stack possession went.
Or they just have more space to make a play.
They find the first under. And the second, pop back to the handler. Looks off the deep shot. Finds the swing. Should be sending around the back. Ayden to the middle. There's a few players underneath it, and TTT do bring it down. Immediately shoot to the end zone. And the TTT receiver in position the whole time. Reels it in. And run through D on the reset to Chen. Reading not messing about. Straight for the deep shot. Huge grab. And there's the pop to the end zone. It's sitting up though. And Reading do bring it down.
What a messy point.
Wow.
So much happening there. Beautiful deep shots all around. Testing players. But in the end, Reading, you can see that Reading just got that bit more luck.
Yeah, they got the few inches that they needed to bring that in and take half. And today, teams will be taking a 5-minute break between halves to account for the frankly outrageous heat that we don't have right now because it's the morning and there's a bit of a breeze, but later in the day, it's going to get toasty. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the second half.
Fireball summer, honeymoon lovers, seeing all colors. Love me all summer, making discovers under your covers.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of this mixed division matchup between Reading and TTT. Second half is now underway. Reading starting on defense. A pretty big pull. All the questions being asked of TTT in this game. Had a pretty difficult first half, only managing to put 1 point on the board, although it was a good point. And that's another turnover for them. And an injury as well.
Fortunate they already have tape on one knee, and now the other knee seems to not work.
But TTT do sub and get play underway. Reading going for a vertical stack.
Not a lot of movement.
It looked like they were trying to set up a deep shot from the second handler position, but didn't really commit to it. They're in their end zone set now. Nice higher break to the front. And an around break to the front corner of the end zone. And that's exactly the type of defensive conversion that we've come to expect in this game from Reading.
Yeah, just clinical.
No worries.
Seems like, yeah, they're a bit gassed out. TTT not really putting pressure on. On the other hand, Reading are very good at using the break side to their advantage. So you can see that here, beautiful around, and then just using that open space to cut into. Some acres of space for that connection.
Yeah, it's been all too easy for Reading this game.
Surprising, since Swiss
Yes.
draw is supposed or set up to give us tight matchups, or
Yes.
ideally match up to evenly matched team every round.
Yes.
Having a blowout like that, I think we can talk of a blowout, saying that it's 9-1 for now.
You don't believe in the comeback?
Not with that attitude.
No, not with the way, like, TTT's body language right now is not in the game at all. But perhaps if they complete a few passes, get some confidence back. And that's 3. There's the shot to the end zone. And the defender just about does enough.
That was such a good play by the Reading defender.
Yeah, did really well to keep up.
It was a beautiful shot, though. Just
The throw was perfect, if the defender
wasn't there.
Wasn't there.
Well,
Yeah. Such is the way with Ultimate, but that's a unexpected drop from Reading on the first pass, giving TTT a short field. So they look to reset the disc. Still count is rising. They do find an option though. And a foul is called on the catch, as the Reading defender was
very close, to say the least.
too close as far as the receiver's concerned. And there is a technical sub, as one of the TTT players' boots seems to be broken. But players look to be ready. And back underway. As TTT find the swing. A huge number of options downfield, but one does open up just in time. And that swing is overthrown.
Not sure who those for. Missed the connection on there. And Reading in another opportunity. Want to break in.
Big IO break to this front of stack, but sails over the receiver. Bit of a gift for TTT once again. So find the pass into the front. There's the hammer to the end zone, and it is collected.
What a way to punch that in. TTT, the second point of the game.
They got there eventually. Took a few mistakes from Reading.
Yeah, it's getting more and more messy on the Reading side as well.
This does tend to happen when teams go a significant margin up. The focus just drops a little bit.
Keeping concentration for a longer period of time is difficult. Also, if your opponent does some mistakes, you get it's a bit huck happy. You tend to adjust to that.
Yeah, if you expect them to turn the disc over, you worry less about turning over yourself and start taking shots that perhaps you wouldn't if the game was tighter.
So they're coming out on offense for the third time this game.
Yes.
It's always hard to keep composure. You haven't played for such a long time.
Well, I think some of these players have been on the pitch, but yes.
Yeah, it just hits differently.
It does. They haven't had to field the pull and stare down a fully set up defense right at the start of the point. So TTT going for his own. Nice shot through the middle.
Holstering that scuba.
I would have liked to see it.
Ah,
There we go. We get one. Oh.
Oh,
There's
one.
another. Oh. It's a risky leave.
Oh,
There's another.
Is that 3 now? 4?
It is. So going back for more patient offense from Reading. There's the shot to the end zone. Nicely done from Reading.
Easily slicing through that zone.
Yeah, very casual offense. All the scubas were very well executed, not really risky at all.
Good tactics though from TTT to come out in the zone to change up that defensive look.
Yeah, I respect the attempt. There's always a chance that the team you're playing against is just incapable of beating your zone.
Especially when you haven't started on 0 for such a long time. Being a bit riskier or maybe not being focused 100% can happen, but Reading just exploiting that. It's not too windy, so the zone that they set up is not ideal.
It was more about getting ready to throw some passes. But
if you can scuba like that.
yeah, and if anything, it just gave Reading a bit more confidence as they got more reps on the disc. Working it through the hands of the players on that O-line. Match defense again from Reading. TTT look for a big yard gaining pass, and it is overthrown.
Miscommunication between two cutters again. Discs put into spaces where you're not really sure whether it's for you or for your fellow player.
Reading find the reset. And again, there's a big forehand. It's hanging. Faded that far side. Somehow Reading bring it down. Difficult this to read. They do maintain possession, but the overthrow into the end zone. There was an open player.
Gave up a little bit, maybe.
Maybe.
Didn't have a very good angle on that, to be fair. Don't want to call people out, but that's
It was a completable throw for sure.
another opportunity for TTT. Reading are poaching in the lanes a bit to interrupt that post set.
There's the deep shot from TTT, but it will not come back in bounds. I have to say, on Reading's last offensive possession at this point, they were forced back multiple times at the start of that possession, and then didn't look that comfortable going forwards. So perhaps TTT have figured something out with their defense, because once again, Reading forced to work it around the back. So they go in field again. They're making ground, but slowly there's a bit more of a gainer. And that infield pass sails over the receiver.
Reading are just taking shots that they don't have to. And it's a bit harder for this particular line to swing it around all the way, just giving TTT another offensive possession.
That's an absolutely egregious foul from Dom Knight on the mark. No need at all to step into the thrower. He was clearly pivoting backwards. Watch this. Absolutely no need for it. Sort it out. There's the deep shot from TTT. Big layout. And TTT are calling a score. Have absolutely no idea if that's in from this angle. Reading look a bit.
I think the line is until the very end where it declines, so I'm pretty sure that has to be in. But
yes.
don't really know where Reading.
It's hard to tell from here. Reading didn't look all that convinced it was in. Neither did TTT. Both teams just a bit confused. But it is called a goal.
Pull up the line shot and then just puts it out to space there. Reading defender doesn't believe player gets there, but what a form on that layout.
Wow. Nice grab. Good work from TTT.
So far they've been trading that second half. Which means TTT.
Did Reading not break the first point in the second half? They went 9-1 up. And they started the second half on defense. Since then.
Never mind. Still, TTT
Hey, they put in 2 more points.
have kind of cleaned up their offensive set at least, or put more pressure on.
And they've been looking better on defense as well, with the match at least, but they are coming zone at this point. Scuba over the top, and pops over the hands.
It's always the risk of a scuba that it's hard to catch, and if it's near a sideline, you can easily just overthrow it, especially as the wind is picking up a little bit. You can see some of the tents in the back going.
TTT find that first up line. And the second. Chen looking in field, finds a reset. And a shot into the middle. That swings a bit too high, pops out the hands. And Reading now being made to swing against this zone again. Nice lead pass through the middle. Scuba over the top. This time completed. Some nice quick movement through the middle from Reading. Shot to the end zone. Space at the back. And an easy clap catch secures the goal for Reading.
Olaine had to work for it this time. Not a clean hold, but hold nonetheless. Saw that at about the middle. TTT tried to transition, but didn't quite find all the matchups, so there were some players very open. Reading did a very good job at using those open players to advance the disc downfield.
Yeah, found the gaps in the defense. So plenty more action coming here today. After this round, we've got the final round of Open and Women's.
We got some intense matchups for you. A British classic, so to say. Chevron Action Flash taking on Clapham, European champion for some times, but
yeah, they've won it a few times. Then after that is the final mixed round, and then we get into bracket play. But before that, we need to see how this game concludes.
and it's far from over, is it?
Oh yeah, TTT is still here to play. We saw that layout grab at the back of the end zone, their last score. We're not giving up yet. Low catch and a deep shot. There is a defender underneath it, but not close enough. And TTT bring it down. Get their 4th point on the board.
Testing Thor again. At least that's what's on the back of his jersey, Thor. Figured out how to isolate him in the end zone for the 2nd time now. Works. It was easy, looked easy.
Yeah, it's better from TTT.
See that replay here. The Reading defender on it, but can't quite get there in time.
Yeah, good offense from TTT. As Chen completely stands in the way of the camera shot. 你在做什么?
Translation, please.
Nope.
Okay.
She understands.
Well, you're not doing this for her, are you? You're doing this for more viewers. And if you are watching here, try going to our Patreon page and giving us coffee's worth of money a month, €3, €4, or more if you want to, but that's just for us to give you loads of live coverage and better coverage and go to all your favorite tournaments and bring you your favorite team live on a stream. Support us, please.
And remember to subscribe to the AltTV YouTube channel. As the deep shot from Reading goes up, and Hoagie runs it down.
That was a trust shot.
It was, but if Connor Hogan is the person you're trusting, it's understandable.
Yeah, fair enough. I already saw that develop rather early, but I didn't think he would actually do it. Because I'm running there, I was like, oh no, that's not gonna go.
Go get this.
Well done. That was easy.
This zone from TTT has really not caused Reading that many problems. They had like one turnover on a slightly high scuba near the sideline, and
Well, that depends on what your goal is, because the way Reading played their initially was just isolating players in space, and that worked every time. They couldn't do anything about it, and now at least they have to throw more passes than just 3 to 4 to get that goal. So you're stopping initial pull plays, which is already something. Steven didn't really do that earlier.
it's true, although they did still score on a fairly long lead pass at the last point, so some work to be done.
Is he Irish? Okay, is this the Juno?
But the threat of the comeback from TTT has not loomed, must admit. The D train is not yet arrived at the station.
There's still time.
There is still time.
It's not over yet. The Reading coming out in a zone of their own now. It's fairly similar to the one TTT has been putting on them. This might explain why they're so easily throwing through it.
That's a nice pass into the cup, and they do find the shot to the middle, but a little bit too high. Bounces out of the hands. Reading are underway now. On that far sideline. Reset to the middle. Swing to this near side. Back into the middle. Just working it patiently for now. On that far sideline, shot to the end zone is complete. Comfortable offense once again from Reading.
Nice work from Reading's, but the defense of TTT pushing them towards the open side, taking those open side shots rather than going around. I think looks like they've improved on covering those break side shots. Nonetheless, Reading are pretty much in control in this game. 13 to 4 now.
All Reading need to do is catch the disc in the end zone 2 more times. Deep pull from Reading. TTT stuck in the middle. Don't really have any options, but they do find a reset. IO break. Can't find the receiver. Good defense from Reading. Gets across on the break side for the block. Now end zone offense for Reading. Can't quite save that errant swing pass though. Bit of a gift for TTT.
Pushed out too far, that throw. Can't complete it.
So TTT find the first infield pass and the second to get off that sideline. Back into the middle. Close defense from Reading, but TTT maintain possession. Working around the back. There's the downfield shot. And a deep shot is just about rescued.
Wow.
From TTT. That was about as close to the ground as it could be without being down.
There, yeah.
And they do maintain possession. IO break. On the near sideline now. Swing to the far side. down the line, but it bounces out of Chen's hands, off the chest.
That was the first time we actually saw flow from TTT
Yes.
all game, and that looked so good.
So we get a replay of this ridiculous catch.
He fell down before and then somehow
Yeah.
gets his hands around that disc before it hits the ground. Great recognition.
I think that's one of the very few successful preemptive layouts I've ever seen. Incredible stuff. Reading finds some space in the middle. A nice one-handed grab. Save possession for Reading, and there's the deep shot. Loads of space for the receiver. And they do bring it down. So many TTT defenders there, but the disc.
4 male defenders, 1 female player from Reading with that disc in her hand.
Yeah, with separation the whole time.
Beautiful shot. Bit floaty at the end,
But it floated in the direction that only the receiver could reach. That's the important thing. If it floated the other way, then
look at that
Wow.
layout grab first and then
Amazing.
getting up and immediately chucking it deep like that.
no conservation of greatness here.
Grab.
So Reading, 1 point away.
I wonder what that might do to their rating.
Big win over a team seeded 5 points up.
It's not too bad.
I think they'll take it.
Yeah. No complaint.
So TTT field the pull. Match defense again from Reading. It's been working for them. Hot pass. Looks off the deep shot. And does find the reset. Tight defense from Reading. And a run through D on the break side continuation.
Another run through block. I haven't been counting, but there was so many.
Several. Oof, tight swing pass. That's 2 defenders. Reading on the near sideline. Shoots towards the stack. The disc is popped up and popped into the end zone.
There's been a call a few passes before. But good stuff from Reading. Good lucky.
I mean, if only. What a way to win the game that would have been. But yes, there is I believe a foul call.
Just click their heels together. And the disc will go back a bit.
So Reading go backwards for their first pass. They do find the swing. A break to the front of stack. And foul call on the catch as the TTT defender
Hugged her a bit.
tried to go for a run through D, but was a bit too late.
Too late, yeah.
Hot pass to the open side. TTT do well to stop the down line continuation. Just about snagged off the ground. There's the shot into the end zone and the win for Reading. They will take the game.
It's a very patient red zone hold from Reading. A few close calls, but worked out for them.
Yeah, impressive stuff from Reading. Emphatic victory. And we'll see what happens to their rating later in the day. But for now, we will take a short break before the Open and Women's round coming up next. So don't go anywhere. Remember to subscribe to Ultra TV, and we will see you on the other side.
Bichon picks up, and they've got a short field. They've got another goal. It's tied up at 12. I cannot believe what I'm seeing
Can
here.
Lola Dam chase that one down? That is a score for Hartlinger Elferkel. Fantastic run by Julia Love.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge.
And we believe that that requires knocking down the paywall.
We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch, and we want them to go viral.
When you become a member, you enable us to improve our working relationships with tournament organisers, events and federations.
And you'll help us to produce live stories for Ultimate fans, and to generate new fans with our enhanced content.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts, and we want to bring you coverage on a more consistent basis. We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Ciao ragazzi, support the community.
Let's subscribe Ulti TV. There's lots of the videos, posting, everything. Check it out. They are the best one. Woo!
If you want to grow Ultimate Sports, become a member of Ulti TV.
Regardez Ulti TV. Deviens membre d'Ulti TV et fais grandir ta communauté.
Stop Ulti TV velmi eroginkime Ultimate Vandromene. Si quieres ayudar a Ulti TV, puedes ser miembro de Ulti TV.
Everyone, follow Ulti.tv on Instagram, on YouTube. They've got everything.
Best content.
Like their pictures if you love frisbee. Just do it.
We're counting on you.
Bli medlem på Ulti TV.
Became member
of Ulti TV.
Mamma mia.
Contribue au développement d'Ultimate avec Ulti TV.
Like and subscribe. Ulti TV, the best in the world.
We want to grow Ultimate.
we want to grow Ultimate. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We have our signature style 2-camera setup,
with thousands of hours of experience.
and our crew is globally dispersed to facilitate coverage everywhere around the world. We can also scale back our broadcast with just one elevated camera, or scale up with 2 fields, 2 cameras, and 2 commentators on each.
We work with local teams and we all have the same mission, to grow the sport and bring it to new people by providing live coverage and news stories.
Become a member today on our Patreon page.
And fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories, ideas and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Hi, this is Vest. Me and my camera have been covering Ultimate Frisbee since 2012, and now I've been working with Ulti TV, streaming Ultimate Frisbee for you. And if you become a patron member, we can offer you more contents, especially those games that they are not live stream and they're happening at the end of the game. Half of it I can move and go in there and stream live. So become a member, go on Alti TV.
We believe mixed is the best for the sport, for the world. That's why we're making a global showcase, starting in Europe, made in Amsterdam. LTV. LTV.net.
So loads of tournaments happening, which you can attend either as a player or a spectator. You can find them on Ultical.
Connor. Yes, Connor. Have you signed up to the Ulti TV Patreon yet? No, not yet. Why? We best get on it before London Invite. We've got 16 of the best men's and women's teams from around Europe, and it's the last stop before Worlds. And it's only $3.50 a month. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, I'll get on it late. It's on the right tab for you there as well.
Alti.tv.